You can't with us, man. Quit playing, man. I looked at you like a little brother, and then I ain't really that mad at you because you just a little easily influenced. Like I'm really mad at Floyd because he got you doing this.
Oh, okay. But in a real fight time with 8-ounce gloves on, bye.
The thing about Tank is just assuming he's going to be able to step up and fight an A-level guy. He's never even fought a B-level guy. He's never even unified. Like, not only is he fighting these low-level guys.
Recent events have ignited controversy in the boxing world following Gervonta, Tank, Davis's latest fight against Lamont Roach. In the aftermath, Adrien Broner expressed his belief that the fight was rigged, arguing that Roach was unfairly denied a rightful victory. Adding to the debate, Floyd Mayweather has also spoken out, shedding light on the truth behind the controversy.
If this kid said he'd been training every day, for years, every day in boxing, I'm somewhere in Aruba, in the Bahamas, in Dubai, I'm traveling the world on my jet, making millions.
Gervonta Davis rose in the tough streets of Baltimore to become one of boxing's most electrifying stars, known for his knockout power and magnetic presence. His rapid ascent saw him capture multiple world titles across different weight classes, with his association with Floyd Mayweather's promotional company further boosting his status as a potential heir to Mayweather's legacy. However, as Davis's career progressed, tensions began to emerge. Adrien Broner, once close to Davis, felt sidelined as a young fighter became more aligned with Mayweather's camp. In an interview, Broner addressed Davis's departure from Mayweather Promotions with a blunt remark, "I don't care." His words hinted at deeper frustrations and lingering tensions between the two fighters.
No, I haven't talked to him about it, but we talked about it before. We talked about it a few times.
Yeah.
But now that he is doing his own thing, I hope the best for him. I hope he's big as the world. That's all he's doing.
He keeps alluding that there was something wrong there, that he wasn't happy with the support that he was getting. Is there something there from what he's saying, from what your relationship with him?
That's not really for me to come out and talk about. I'll wait until he's comfortable with saying and letting people know his business. But now that he's on his own, I hope it blow up.
Adrien Broner and Gervonta Davis once shared a close bond that went beyond boxing. As a former multi-division world champion, Broner took Davis under his wing, mentoring him through the early stages of his career. Their friendship was undeniable, with Broner frequently calling Davis his little brother. However, Broner has been candid about the rift that has developed between them. He reflected on a time when they were inseparable, but admitted that their relationship eventually grew strained. Broner believes Davis may have felt let down by him, which led to the tension and distance between them today.
Like right now, me and Tank, it's weird because he love me to death, I love him to death, but we don't talk every day how we used to. Nigga, it used to be a time where you ain't see me without Tank, or you ain't see Tank without me. But what happened was, I think what happened was, he just like, damn, bro. I feel like he look up to me so much, it's like, I let him down. Cause cause he's somebody that really know, what I can do and how good I am. And it's like, he feel like, man, you tripping. You know what I mean?
Broner acknowledged that he didn't have the resources to fully support Davis's rising career. Realizing this, he introduced Davis to Mayweather, believing it was the best move for his future. Reflecting on his decision, Broner stated, "I didn't have everything. That's why I gave Tank to Floyd."
I brought him to the gym with an AB shirt on, but I didn't have everything right yet. I didn't. Everything wasn't moving yet. I was a little slow on my feet, so I gave him the floor. And every time we bring it up, Floyd like, "Thank you, AB. You gave me a good one."
Does that feel like a win for About Billions Promotions as well?
Of course, because at the end of the day, I don't care who promotes Gervonta Davis. I'm still going to support him. Same way. He's a little brother for me.
Tank been around us since he was like 17, 16. Adrien was already famous on TV and everything. He wrote him on the internet. Quinn didn't even know him. Blew him out. Let him live with him.
Under Mayweather's mentorship, Davis reached impressive heights in his career, securing major victories and championship titles. However, their relationship wasn't without its struggles. Reports suggest that Mayweather often voices criticisms of Davis's performances, sometimes doing so publicly. This tension played a role in Davis.
Tank vents out on social media. He's been through a lot, you know, throughout his life. So, but I take my hat off to him. I'm proud of him. Saturday night we had a game plan, and you know, a lot of times when he says certain things on social media, I say, you know, he's to me he's still a kid. And when I was that age, I probably would have did the same thing. I didn't have a Floyd Mayweather to stand behind me and tell me, you know, about what's right and what's wrong. He got the job done, but my hat off to Ryan Garcia, tough competitor, tough fighter, and the best man won.
The recent bout between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach ended in a controversial majority draw. A key moment unfolded in the 9th round when Davis dropped to a knee after taking a jab from Roach. Under normal circumstances, this would be ruled a knockdown, but the referee chose not to penalize Davis, allowing the fight to proceed without any stoppage.
What if Tank Davis is a fraud, right? Let's just put it out there. What if he's a fraud? I know what you guys are thinking. Jerry, stop it. You're hating. There's no way. You don't know him. I don't know. We've never seen him fight a B-level fighter. Mario Barrios, these guys aren't B-level. Frank Martin, you gotta stop the bullshit. It's always a thought in the back of my head, right? And I don't think Tank is a fraud. I would pick him over Devin Haney, a guy I'm really high on still after the Ryan Garcia situation, and Vasily Lomachenko, a guy I'm still high on at this old age. But we really don't know. There's really no evidence backing that he could beat Devin Haney or Lomachenko. Everything about Tank is just assuming he's going to be able to step up and fight an A-level guy. He's never even fought a B-level guy. He's never even unified. Like, not only is he fighting these low-level guys, but he's not looking the most impressive doing so. I mean, Frank Martin, he was arguably down to. He was down against Rolly Romero. He was down against Mario Barrios. You know, even Isaac Cruz was a very close fight, a 7-5 fight. And yes, of course, he's getting the knockout against, you know, most of these guys. I'm not going to sit here and argue that. But we got to admit, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, they're going to be a lot harder to knock out than Mario Barrios, than Leo Santa Cruz. We got to admit this. So what happens if the knockout doesn't present itself? It's safe to assume Tank is going to be down tremendously on the scorecards. Like I said, I don't think Tank is going to get exposed or nothing. Like, he's not going to be an elite fighter when he steps up in competition. But it's something in the back of my mind. What if Tank is just a B-level guy? What if he's just a guy who's been beaten on seeing D-level guys and he's really a B?
The referee's decision not to count Davis's knee as a knockdown sparked outrage among fans and boxing analysts, with many arguing that it directly impacted the fight's outcome and cost Roach a rightful victory. Accusations of the fight being rigged soon emerged, with speculation surrounding Davis's camp and the officiating body. Commentators Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne weighed in on the controversy, stating that if the knockdown had been called, Roach's win would have been undeniable. Their discussion underscored growing concerns over the integrity of boxing officiating.
Won this fight. When the fight was over, the first thing I said was, it's either going to be a draw or it's going to be a close decision to Lamont Roach. If they call this knee a knockdown, which they should have, a knee in boxing should count as a knockdown. It is what it is. We're not going to sit here and act like it's not. He wins that fight.
Look at his confidence, though. He's stalking Gervonta.
I'm going to tell you when his confidence went to the roof. After Gervonta took that knee and then went to his corner, Gervonta came back with a flurry. And Gervonta was landing.
And Lamont handled it all.
Handled it. After that, I was like, oh, Lamont ain't scared at all. Look at this. It's in the 6th round.
But look at his defense. Like, Lamont's defense is absolutely phenomenal. He's always ready to punch back. Look at him. Phenomenal.
And Tank was hitting him hard.
Yeah.
Look at Roach's face at the end of the fight. He's swollen.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like Tank wasn't landing on him.
Nah, this kid can both of them.
Roach is tough, man. And then it's the whole Maryland, D.C. thing. Like, Roach can't get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? He get knocked out. I got to go back to D.C. He got knocked out by Tank.
Nah, I can't do it.
He's fighting for a whole city.
Yeah. And it's really Baltimore, D.C.
Baltimore, D.C.
You know,
that's right.
The rest of Maryland, nobody's really giving a fuck. That's the real, you know what I mean? Like, if you're from Buckhead or wherever the fuck, what's the, no, not Buckhead.
I don't know.
There's some shit that like,
No disrespect, Maryland. I only know Baltimore.
it's where all the white people live that work in D.C. but don't want to live there.
Oh, you talk
It's a
about
PG
where
county.
no, you talk about where that fucking where the resort is. Oh, I know exactly. I was just there. I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't remember right now.
Anyway.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But we've had two very high-level boxing matches in the last few weeks. The Beterbiev and Bivol fight and this one. Like, this is boxing at its best.
It's at its fucking best. It's make you love the sport.
It
man.
really does.
And this is why boxing is a great sport, because it's so unpredictable.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, it was something about Roach's confidence that was like, made me feel like, oh, Roach gonna be all right in that fight.
Look at that. Look at that. These guys are in a phone booth.
Good boxing, man.
Both of them, yeah.
Like boxing.
I want to watch this 3 more times.